Hello, and welcome to the Knockoff TED Show, the podcast show by TED YouTube watchers for YouTube TED watchers. Many of you, like me, spend your time trying to improve yourself in your life. Well, I'm going to throw you one more way to do so at y'all, so buckle up. Imagine this, an old Chinese man living in the Warring States period of China, trying to escape his region and move to the west. But before he can leave, he must write down all that he has learned for his posterity. The book, which Lao Tzu wrote, came to be known as the Tao Te Ching and holds an immense amount of wisdom. Consisting of 81 short sections in a poetic style, the text ranges widely in content, from practical advice to universal wisdom, embracing politics, society, and the personal. The pervasive theme that I want to focus on today is the self. First of all, what is the self and why is it important? Well, to Lao Tzu, the self is not what we would classify it to be. Westerners like myself dichotomize the self into two separate parts. We claim that there is first the portion which acts through agency, or the social version of the self. Secondly, there is the portion of us that is self-conceived, or the inner self, such as in the word myself. Throughout the Tao, I'll refer to the Tao Te Ching as a Tao for short. Lao Tzu claims that all things are equal. One such claim being when he says, the Tao, or basically the one cosmic truth, flows through all things, inside and outside, and returns to the origin of all things, a direct quote from him in chapter 25. In short, all things are just the same, and there is no separation between the two sides, so to say, of ourselves. And this doesn't just apply to our self specifically. We are no different than other selves as well. Exemplified in this is Lao Tzu's so-called, I'll call it his golden rule, or what he's getting at a lot in the Tao, which is basically proper behavior will bring benefit to oneself as it brings benefit to others. With this established, the golden rule established, why does this difference in Western to Eastern philosophy matter? Well, the reason Lao Tzu sees the need to not dichotomize ourselves is because he thinks that desire is the resultant from doing such a thing. Desire, evoked by the sight of the variety and attractiveness of things, leads men to devise means to apprehend or appropriate things for their own satisfaction. Without the self, desire wouldn't exist, thus causing people to not devise such means. Of course, we should be concerned about ourselves, but we shouldn't value ourselves over or under some other self. There shouldn't be any value at all. Thus, leading me to my conclusion for y'all. Knowing these findings and accepting them are two different things. To really accept Lao Tzu's words for the self, you need to self-cultivate and grow yourself instead of just ignoring it. I know it sounds weird because Lao Tzu thinks all things are the same, so then why should you focus on yourself at all? Well, he doesn't want us to self-sacrifice ourselves for something else or another self, like another person. We shouldn't just fully devote ourselves to ourselves or another person. In growing ourself, we are growing the self, as in everything, since everything is of the Tao, or the truth, or the way. Everything is of that cosmic, like the way, the truth. We should stay centered and not place any more importance on ourself, so to say, than another self. And that is how we will truly become one with the way, or the Tao, and be able to better our character. Yeah, so I guess thanks for listening. I hope y'all were active listeners today and took something important away from this. Catch y'all next time.